what extent does Bobby Valentine's firing today represent a misjudgment on management's part that he was the right man for the job?
Well, just because it didn't work out this year, given the way circumstances played out and adverse things occurred, it does not mean that there was a flaw in the selection process necessarily. I do think that we would have been feeling more pleased if we had selected a manager who was going to be here for years to come. But we made this choice in good faith, and Bobby worked very hard this year, and there's some really adverse circumstances. It's unfortunate that he will not be here in future years, but he leaves with our respect and our admiration and our gratitude.
Ben, why, in your opinion, did this fail to the degree that it did?
Well, I think we failed. Our record at the end of the season was what it was, and it's on all of us. We're collectively responsible. I'm right in the middle of that. So I don't. It's certainly not fair to put this sort of lion's share of responsibility on Bobby, who's dealt with a lot of difficult issues. We had things happen that are outside of his control, etc. But we are where we are, and the results were not good, and we are looking to move forward. And as we look forward to building the next team, we felt like in order to truly have a fresh start and provide some momentum moving forward and a jolt toward our offseason and next year, we needed to make a change in the manager's office and start anew there.
A question for both of you. What attributes in a new manager will you be looking for that might have been absent this season?
I don't think I'm not comfortable addressing that because it sounds too much like a analysis of Bobby Valentine's shortcomings, and we're not going to get into that. Ben said a minute ago we felt we needed to press a reset button because of the dismal performance of the club, and we all share a responsibility for that. So we're not going to. By answering that question, I think we end up criticizing someone that we do not intend to criticize. We don't think it's fair or proper to do so on television or publicly or in any forum for that matter.
Ben, do you want to add anything to that? Or?
No, again, I think it's a year later than it was last year, and it's probably doubly important to find someone, as Larry said, that we can get behind and who can build some stability, create some stability in that office. We don't want to be going through these changes this often, and it's important to the franchise and to all of us to find the right person to be a part of restoring the Red Sox to where they should be.
Again, question for both of you. What will the success of Robin Ventura and Mike Matheny, first-time managers, what impact will that have in terms of the value you place on prior experience in your managerial search?
Well, we haven't discussed this with each other, but I've been asked that question, and I've said that I'm an empiricist. It opens my eyes to see new data. We've got new data coming out of Chicago and St. Louis, and so we would be foolish to disregard it. But whether it will guide us is another matter. I just say it's another data point.
Yeah, I think that, again, where we are and the importance of finding the right person moving forward, we should not restrict ourselves in any way in our search. We should have so the canvas should be open. There's no particular type that we're looking for. There's just the right person, and the right person for us in 2013, may not be the right person for someone else, or may not have been the right person for us 2 years ago. We just need to find the right person for us moving forward.
ESPN is reporting that John Farrell is your top candidate and that you will ask for permission from the Blue Jays. Can you address that at all?
No. Now, Ben's spearheading the search, so maybe the question is better directed to him. I doubt we'll get a different answer.
No, we're not prepared to talk about any candidates.
In the event, just in a generic sense, if you needed to get permission to talk to a current manager, is that something you would want to do fairly quickly then? If you had identified a particular candidate as your top choice?
I don't think it's quite the right time to talk about the logistics of the search or sort of next steps. We're talking about the decision that was made today, what it means, and now we have to move forward and dive into the search process. And there'll be more information forthcoming once we get further into that.
A question you probably answered 132 times today. What is the timetable for hiring a new manager? Do you want someone in place by the general managers meetings next month?
We want to find the right person first. Optimally, we'd like it to take less time than we took last year, but we just we got to find the right person first, and so we'll dive into it, and we have a little bit of a head start, at least because last year I wasn't named GM until late October. So we'll get going, but we got to focus on getting the right person.